Hey, so we are live for the first time. Just going to be doing some questing and chilling in New Worlds. I have got my eye on chat, so if anyone wants to say anything, feel free to get involved in chat. Ask any questions, etc. Feel free. So, this is one of the corrupted areas. Let's just have a look and see if I'm gonna get annihilated. Should be able to manage this. Okay. At the moment I'm using the Great Axe and Hammer. Not my usual setup. I tend to prefer dual wielding, but that's not currently in New Worlds. I'm pretty hyped for the axes that are meant to be coming, and the daggers that are meant to be coming. Definitely will be giving them a go when they get added. Hammers aren't usually my thing, but they are very, very satisfying in New Worlds. And also there's something just nice about hitting something you don't like with a hammer. Ow, that hurt. Get some help before I end up dying here. Oh, and of course it spawns more mobs. Oh, this is going to be a lot of fun. Probably tell the concentration at the moment is real. Also, my chat has just gone off the other screen, so I will have a look after I have survived this, if anyone has said anything, if anyone is there. Okay. I gotta love it when they move when you're charging them. And here comes the boss. Let's get rid of this pesky guy first before we deal with him. Oh, that hurt. Oh, big ouch. Okay, right. Just you and me, buddy. Not a good start. Okay. Okay, I did check that this was not a 5-man one, but this appears to have upgraded in time of me going live, so we may not do this. Kiting, I feel, is a good option here. And if I can, I think I have my musket in my inventory. I may go for that. Want to try and get some health back. Oh, that slows me. Not good, not good. Okay, so this health regen take for a bit. Okay. Oh. Okay. Worst case scenario just happened. We got a friend. Oh, I'm also out of health pots. I think sometimes it's good to know in a fight when to turn tail and run away. So we are going to do that right now. And abandon this event. I'm going to check on the map and see what happens to that because and I also have lovely links. That just goes to show just how unforgiving New World is. Let's get some iron quick. It's very hard to come by. This wonderful guy is just aggroing mobs and such without any care in the world. Or this thing. Okay. Right. Okay, I'm just going to sort my chat out. Yeah, the combat does share some similarities to ESO, and yeah, the webcam's not the greatest, but ultimately it's what we got, so it's what we'll use. And why has my chat now decided to hide from me? Let's close that. Give me 1 second, everyone. There we go, that's that sorted. Now if I go to my settings, Okay, if my mic is messing up, let me know. I'll just have a quick look at the levels. It should be okay. I'll keep an eye on that. If you let me know if anything's going wrong. Also, anyone that's new, feel free to like and subscribe. Everything helps. Right, so that was what we were trying to do, a level 5. I think may have underestimated that. Let's head back to this area where I've got a quest over here to do. So we'll head back that way. See if I can just prop that up there. Echoish with static. Okay. Sorry about the loud bang there. My phone for chat monitoring decided to take a tumble. It shouldn't be. I did do some tests over the weekend, and mics seem to be okay. Right. I mean, like, at the moment, it's the only way I've got of actually knowing if I sound okay, so, definitely abusing the chat, and I think you mean by that, actually, the fact that I dropped chat, yep, wasn't intended to, make chat drop and hit the deck, so to speak. But no, going back to the combat, it is, there is definitely similarities to ESO. I do get that vibe. I also get a bit of a Guild Wars 2 vibe from how the game feels. For example, like with weapons, like if I swap to my hammer, I have, you see in the bottom right, 3 unique skills. Hammer again. If I show everyone quickly, weapon mastery. See, I've dabbled in some weapons. This is actually my second character. Server I started on originally, we had some pretty hefty queues, which was to be expected, so had to re-roll. So I haven't quite done things. I had experimented with the rapier and the bow before. Haven't tried Life and Ice Gauntlet yet, but my experience as healer normally ends up the party don't get healed. So I tend to I tend to be the one that hits things rather than the one that heals people. I try and leave the healing to the professionals, because it's something I'm genuinely not very good at. I will be doing videos in the future of me tanking some of the content. Actually, I'll tell you what, let me hop into channel on Discord with some of the peeps from my guild, and some of them might actually be wanting to do a dungeon, so hey everyone, you are coming through my stream. Did anyone, I know someone said before I went and started streaming they wanted to do excavation. Does anyone still need that, or have you guys got a group now?
I'll do that when we when I get back from work.
Oh, you're back from work? Okay, well what I might do then is I'll
But James won. James, the other one of the Jameses, he needs to do it.
Yes, I know James Wan, who's in the guild, needs to do it. Just thinking we could maybe do it a bit later. I might actually stream it later if we do it. Or we can try and get a run now. I don't know who's online at the minute. I've got a lot of people online, but sadly our current tanks are offline, which is a shame.
You mean our one and only tank?
No, we have two. We have two, and you will have 3 when I decide to stop playing with
DPS.
axe and hammer. But it's just too satisfying.
Hard. Yeah, it's difficult.
I mean, I don't know. Like I kind of off tank at the moment pretty well. I feel. But
Well, that's
yeah.
what I was saying about what my build is at the minute. It basically works like that.
Yeah, because James, what are you doing on your build? If your great axe and hatchet, wasn't it, or hammer and hatchet?
Hammer and hatchet.
Hammer and hatchet.
And hatchet works quite well as off tank. I've got 2.5k health, which kind of serves the purpose. When you've got the regeneration running. It's
I
pretty
mean,
hard to
yeah,
die.
the regeneration from Berserk is absolutely crazy at the moment. It's just kind of.
Yeah, that regen is getting nerfed.
Oh, it's the nerf coming this weekend. I know there's been a lot of talk about it, and the fact that they're saying about it being.
Instead of he getting healing every 4 seconds, it's, I think last I saw it was every 10 seconds. So the healing is turned down by
So
a
they're
lot.
gonna pretty much make it rather garbagey.
50%, yeah.
Let's have a look. I'm just going to actually have a look at the skill quickly for the benefit of people on stream. So this is the skill we're
It's
talking
actually
about.
nerfed by around 60-65% the healing.
So yeah, this skill's one we're just discussing at the moment, which you can use when using hatchet. Obviously, it is pretty much. It's a very good oh shit button at the moment, which is. You know, it's great if you're a tank, great if your like healer goes down and needs to get a bit of sustained healing on the go, but the nerf that they're bringing to it is pretty much going to cripple it. It's kind of also why I haven't invested too much more in hatchet at the moment.
Pretty much the main reason why I went away from hatchet into rapier instead. Because I knew it was gonna get a nerf.
So
Well, that
And-
probably might be my next thing for DPS. Might be the rapier or.
I do
actually,
feel that
which
I
is
need
more
to
tank, but-
work on tanking and do it, because I'm being called out in stream at the moment by someone that I do know who's said my tanking could do with some work. So yeah, definitely gonna have to bust out the sword and shield and do it for the benefit of the channel, I think. So I'll make sure I'll get that. I'll get a stream up in a couple of days with that being tanked.
Right, I'm gonna shoot.
Okay.
I'll catch you guys.
See you later. Have fun at work and.
Fuck
Kill
you,
anyone.
buddy.
Yep.
I'll try not to cook anyone's face, I think is the best I can do.
I mean, that would be a good thing. I mean, we would like to.
I need
100%.
That's my
Yeah, I
feedback.
mean, they can be very fickle. Those licenses coming from someone that used to be a doorman. They
Well,
can,
yeah, I suppose when you were in court and it's like, so you cooked his face. It's like, yeah.
I mean, yeah. It's never going to wash, is it? It's never going to go down overly well, I don't think.
Well, no, it's not going to wash very well because there'll be a lot of blisters and all that.
Anyways, moving swiftly on. John, go to work.
Yeah, catch you guys later.
See you, buddy.
See you, man.
Oh, crap.
I don't want
Okay,
to start
so-
starting level.
Okay. Right. Okay, I'm going to hop back into the Discord channel in a second so I can keep talking and answering questions on stream and stuff and not talk over anyone. So I'll catch everyone in a bit.
Okay.
Okay, right. Just thought we'd change the channel purely based on the fact that obviously everyone can then talk and obviously I can then engage and talk about the game and not get distracted with random conversations or us hurling abuse at each other, which is something that happens quite regularly. There are obviously friends of mine that are in the guild. One of the chaps that was there is our guild leader, who was the one I was discussing Berserk with mostly. Obviously the guild system in this game is actually really cool. As you can see, we've got several members. If I change that to rank, obviously we've got Not a Word, who's our leader. Myself is the I guess, second in command, if you will. Then we've obviously got our faithful officer crew, and we've been growing quite well. And there's faction-based player versus player content, which is also very engaging. Did some last night for the first time. Was quite surprising how, for a new MMO, how well optimized this game is and how well polished it is. I know there's been a lot of flack with regards to the queues, and yeah, I mean, an MMO, a massively multiplayer online game launching with 2,000 capacity servers is a little bit of a strange one. However, Amazon's communication on everything they've been discussing with the community via various streams, Twitter, etc., they've not ran and hidden under a bridge with it. They've actually been very open and honest, and they have made dramatic steps in improving things, and already things are starting to benefit. Free character transfers will be coming as well shortly, to allow those that are on overpopulated servers to move their progress to a new home, and also they are going to be increasing the size of the servers. So at the minute, this quest, I've actually got to find, I've got to do some hunting, but it's in this area which seems to be infested with reanimated skeletons, which is always fun. Not quite as dangerous as the ones that we encountered earlier on. That certainly was a bit of a dicey situation, to say the least, but sense of danger never killed no one. And yeah, it isn't a guild if no banter's going on. That is very, very true. We do have a very active Discord that we've had helped and some help with designing and setting up, which is, yeah, to be honest, I'll get a link at some point for a next video, and I will actually see if we can. I'll see if I can actually get the link for the person that actually did our Discord for us and everything, because she did an absolutely incredible job on the Discord. So yeah, no banter, we have plenty of that. If anyone watching decides to give me a whirl to go, wishes to come and check us out, we are on, if I do this, server is called Growclar, and our guild is currently, we are called the Rebel Heretics. We had a bit of issues with the guild names. Also, Amazon at this stage are being incredibly strict with any sort of... There's nothing wrong. There's been a few jokey guild names, and there's been some that have had some suggestive references, shall we say, and those people have already found themselves permabanned. So we wanted to go with something that was safe, kind of fits, because with the lore that goes with this game, so if we look at the map quickly, obviously nice and colourful. Green areas are controlled by Marauders. That's the faction that my guild is. We don't own a territory yet, but we're working on it. Purple is Syndicate, and yellow is Covenant. So Marauders, you think Vikings, think Nordic mythology, very kind of swing axe first, ask question laters. You've got Covenant, who are like a very authoritative religious cult, I think their lore kind of leans into. And then you've got Syndicate, which are the scientific brain over brawn characters. So obviously we've got several guilds that control territory at the moment. I actually was in a war last night. I got invited by the guild that was from our faction that was trying to conquer Everfall. Unfortunately, war didn't go too well, early stages of the game. Simple question of a lot of people not... Basically, they other armies had a lot of people that were high level, which had a big influence on it. I signed up for the war which is a 50v50 instance. And the guild who declares war can pick and choose who goes, so they can prioritise their own guild, or if they want to bring in outsiders or allies or such, they can. It's a very cool system. Again, I'm running on a laptop that is a couple of years old, and this game, like, you know, we're sitting at the moment, I've got it on, we're on 1080 resolution. I have actually turned everything down for the benefit of the stream, because on high it does get a little bit jittery while streaming, but we're not streaming. I'm able to run it at high with about 50, the sort of frames that you can see in the top right hand corner of the stream now. So again, they've really optimized this game very well. I played Black Desert on console for a long period of time, and it wasn't until we had the big upgrade of next generation Series X and PlayStation 5 where doing large scale player versus player combat was impossible. If anyone's played it, you'll know the pain. Even on PC it could be a struggle at times to run, but not quite as bad as it was on console. Here last night, 50v50 combat, and I kept my settings on high. I was not losing any, I was not dropping below 30 frames a second, which I was very impressed by. When you think this is a brand new game, you know, taking advantage of new technology such as ray tracing, etc. And it's running on older machines in a very competent manner, which is, you know, very good to see. I am tempted, I kind of want a bit of payback after the attempt we made earlier. I think might be a safe bet first though. Gonna make a campsite so that if I do bite off more than I can chew, I have a way of not having to run miles. So we just need to find some flint and also get outside of the landmark. As we're hunting, it kind of only seems fitting at the minute that we make use of the musket, which is another one of the weapons in game, which is quite fun. In this game as well, you can take advantage of camouflage and cover. So obviously this isn't a player, this is a mob that has now seen us. Make him sit down. But what you can do with the musket is, obviously you've got your generic crouch, but you can also go full prone. And if you're full prone, obviously every player has a nameplate above their head so people can see you. But if you're like this, hiding in a bush, they can't actually see you. They can't see your nameplate, they can see your character. But obviously if you were a good shot, there you can make some pretty crazy kills, and you can kind of go into a sniper mode, which is quite a nice little touch. My build at the moment isn't really spec'd for using a musket, but it does enough for hunting, game, etc. We will try and find... Aha! I found something that we need. I need one more brown rabbit pelt. So my radar at the top, because I've got my skinning level to... I think I'm at... Let's have a look. 62. So because of that I can track via my compass where animals are. In there we see our prey. So, and then obviously we skin it. Just want to point out, don't condone violence against animals. Animals are amazing. However, everybody's got to eat. So, now we need to try and find warden lynxes. Now I think there's a couple up here. Also, if anyone has any questions about the game, feel free to type in chat. I am watching to the side. I'm going to be online for till about 5 o'clock today. Planning on streaming for a couple of hours, so anyone thinks of anything they wish to ask, feel free. I will happily do my best to answer any of your questions. Now we don't need the bunny, so we're gonna let that bunny go and be free. So just got to find these lynxes. Hopefully some flint as well. which there should be about here somewhere. Now I know. Now, funnily enough, I do definitely know where there are some, but kind of means going back towards there, and we don't have some good memories of that place at the minute. After those that were watching from the start would have seen, it was very, very hair-raising. So, let's just see if we can kind of go near there, because there was a couple of lynxes there which made life very difficult. Demonstrate as well some of the skills of the musket. Can load these and keep them loaded. Also helps if I hit the target. That was an incredibly bad shot by myself. There we go, that one hit. Not had a lot of practice with this, so they may not be the best. And okay, one thing to note: if the mobs can't get to you, they will. What just happened? Okay, that was very unexpected, but not going to complain about it. Just 1 second, I had a few issues. There is a healer. Yes, there is a healer. The healer is basically the life staff. Hang on a second, I will just, when I have not got something trying to stab me, I will bring up the healing tree and I will show you that. I don't have a life staff on me. Weight management is a thing in the inventory. So I'll just move to a little bit of safety. And oh, flint. We need that. This tree quickly. Okay, so healing wise, you've got the life staff. You've got your 2 trees. You've got healing, protector. I don't know a great deal about the sort of skill setups. You can mix and match from both trees to make up your 3 skills. You can obviously choose them, etc. So first up, you've got Divine Embrace, which is heal target for 150 damage. And you've got obviously different passives. Then your next skill, you've got Sacred Ground. I believe Sacred Ground, hang on, I think it's this one. There's one area of effect skill the healer has that it will heal your allies that are stood in it, but any enemies that stand in it, it will actually do damage to them. I'm not too sure which one it is. But you've got various skills. The healers are actually able to do... okay, no worries, we'll see you back in a second. If you let us know we're back, I'll talk a bit more about the... second. Okay. Gonna try and sort the microphone out just now, so if you guys give me a second, because I think I might have a couple of ideas as to what is causing the issue possibly. So if you bear with me, we'll see if we can fix it now that I'm in reasonable safety. Right. Go to Streamlabs. Okay, I've just changed a setting in on my mic. If anyone's able to let me know how this is sounding, and we'll go from there. I'm just gonna have a quick. So that's that. Okay. Okay. So, just trying to fix the mic. Fingers crossed. It might be a bit better now. So. Strange, I'm not too sure what's happened between yesterday and today with the microphone. So. See if we can find these links. Well, I suppose nice one comes to us. Right, we need 2 more. That actually wasn't one that we needed, unfortunately. That's a shame. I just really want to be back here. Also, it's quite laughable at the moment, full damage. Literally doesn't do anything. As you saw that, you would have just seen. So. Also, I think anyone who's watching at the moment, if they're able to, if they can say in chat if the mic's okay or if it's still messed up, that would be greatly appreciated as trying to work out if it is indeed fixed or if it's still a bit messed up. Echoing. Right. I think I've just worked out. I think I may have just tweaked what the problem might be. Okay, guys, bear with me. I think you might be getting my live audio as well as the feedback through Discord. So bear with me. And what we can do quickly is this.
Okay,
Okay,
right.
right.
If you
If you
guys
guys
can let me know
let me
now
know
if
now
it's
if it's
still
still
echoing. If it's
if it's
stopped
stopped echoing,
then
then
I'll have to
I'll
look
have
at
to look
that
at that at a later date, but
it
it means we're fixed for now and we can carry on.
without
Without everyone
getting
getting annoyed at
echo
because
that would drive me
insane.
So,
So, just making sure. Okay. Right. Hopefully, I have fixed it. I've now muted myself in Discord, which should mean, hopefully, the issue is resolved. And these links are proving pretty tricky to find. But we have found loot. So let's see that. Just got some tannin, which is for leatherworking. The thing that is very nice about this game is the flora and fauna. Actually, some of what you see when you're trying to obviously find various things to gather actually looks very, very unique, which is nice. And getting a bit annoyed now with these links. Oh, there we go, we have one. Okay, we got him. Oh, there we go. Okay, one more to go. I think, I might do for a minute. Got plenty of bag space. Gather some trees in this area and see if we get more respawns. It seems to be pretty hard to find at the minute. As we only need one more. Gather some bits and get some supplies ready. And go from there. Should really be getting timber every time one of these goes down, I feel. Do feel like a right lumberjack when I'm chopping wood. Oh, quick nicotine fix. Had to be done. Okie dokie. Also chopping trees down is going to help my lumberjacking skills. That's something I need to increase as well. Good for making things. As anyone watching, feel free to like and subscribe. All the support helps grow the channel, grow the community. Anyone you think might enjoy the stream, feel free to share. And don't be afraid to ask any questions. Feel free to contact the community board. I will do my best to answer and reply. In these crazy times we all live in. One thing I will say, I do genuinely love the aesthetics of this game. I really enjoy the world, how vibrant, colourful it feels, and with the warring factions, the constant territories obviously change hands, change ownership. It's really kind of makes the world feel very much alive. I do think Amazon have done a very good job on what they've actually achieved with New World, which is nice to see. The MMO market has been quite stagnant for a number of years. It's not really been anything that's been of major note. Mike, why is you coming through twice? Okay, right. Lou, I know obviously if you are about, feel free to hop into Discord page. You know more about streaming than me, and you might be able to get an on-site technician here to help save the day. I'm just going to have another quick look at the settings and see why I'm coming twice. I'm going to hazard a guess. I wonder if it could be the webcam. These customers.
Hello.
Hello. That you, Elliot? Ah. Hey, dude. I thought it might have been an echo in Discord.
Oh no. I mean,
I
it could be. Did you say you've got
my webcam's on, but the webcam obviously does have a built-in microphone as well. But I wonder if it is that. I've got my output on audio output mode set to capture audio only. And then on the webcam settings.
Oh, okay. Is that in your Streamlabs or just the actual webcam?
That's in Streamlabs. I mean, a good way of checking this, if I mute the mic a second, let's see what happens.
I'm just catching up one sec. Okay, I can't hear you at all on YouTube now.
Okay, you can't hear me at all on YouTube now.
No.
But is it still echoing now that I'm speaking?
No, it's not echoing in Discord. Oh shit, wait one sec. Because I had this issue a while ago.
Put it on a brief intermission while we sort this.
Oh, you're not echoing now?
I'm not echoing now.
No.
So, whatever it was, I've solved the issue. Excellent. I've also just had an idea what I wonder what it could be. Because if I start echoing now that I'm back in game...
Oh yeah, wait, let me see.
If it's something to do with this. So, are we echoing? The killer question.
Yeah, you're not echoing in game.
I'm not echoing anymore. Excellent.
No.
Okay, problem solved with the great help of Elliot. As his,
we didn't know what it was?
We have, I think it must have been something to do with the webcam, but I've done something and it's working. I'm not going to investigate further at this stage. I'm just going to take it as a blessing that we are now functioning. But I will, as you're here, I will potentially... So, Elliot, what do you like about New World? Unless you've got a scoot and you're busy.
Oh no, I'm just playing Ghost Runner at the minute.
Okay, you're having a bit of a break from New World. You've been on that grind a bit too much.
No, it's not that I'm sick of it. But I feel like I've grinded it too much. Just I want something a bit faster paced.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. This game does feel...
It was free on Twitch, so I was like, I'll give it a go.
Fair. Can't go wrong with that, can't go wrong with that.
What am I now? I think I'm 31 at the minute. On
New World? Yeah, you're a bit ahead of me. I'm about to hit 26. I'm trying to find Warden Lynxes at the moment, but they are appearing to be very, very hard to find.
Warden Lynx?
Yeah, I'm in the area for them. It's what I've been hunting for I think now. I need one more. I found where one spawns.
Can you not just wait for that to spawn again?
Well, that's what I was doing, but I think in the process of me sorting the mic, I think some other wary traveller has come and taken him from us. So get us back fully live now. Okay. Let's see what we've got in here. Is that any good? Nope, that can get salvaged.
Oh, so what happened with the war yesterday?
Oh, the war. Huh. Well, let's just say it was...
Because people are still bitching about it in general.
Yeah, there's a lot of the kind of politics, just for the benefit of those watching on stream. Yep, I know, the mic is fixed. Everyone can enjoy me now, echo and distortion free. Just keeping an eye on chat. So no one ever wants to hear me twice. Anyways, so the benefit of yesterday's war, well, there wasn't a benefit. For those of you that obviously are watching and not sure, there was a war yesterday, I did mention briefly earlier, over this territory here, Everthor. The guild that own Windsward and a couple of other regions called Very Large Men, who have kind of tried to associate themselves as alphas on this server. They've done a reasonably good job. However, my opinion is they're spreading themselves a bit too thin. I signed up for the war and offered assistance in case they needed any numbers, and I actually got invited in for the kind of about the last 10 minutes or so of said war. And what I saw was just, there was an absolute lack of communication, which I think obviously, I mean, I don't know anything about the guild, no disrespects towards them, you know, we all do our own thing. Some people might be new to this type of game, some people may have experiences and such from previous games, which does help. It was just, it seemed rather disorganised, and unfortunately, yeah, we ended up losing quite convincingly. I think in my time in there, which was only 10 minutes, I managed to make 1 kill, 4 deaths, and 18 assisted kills. Which I was pretty happy with, considering I was level 24 at the time, and I was fighting against people that were 5 levels above me, so I was pretty happy with my small contribution, but obviously as I grow in levels I'll look to increase that. So yeah, so in answer to your more general question, it was bad. I think there's no sugarcoating it, unfortunately. It was pretty darn bad.
I was gonna say, I heard about the Trappers Guild situation.
Yes, and yeah, in answer to the stream, yes, we did lose. We lost very convincingly. I joined when, yeah, so the war works, there's like 3 capture points. So obviously whoever controls the majority of the points win. I joined, we had 1, they had 2. We nearly took 1 back, but unfortunately didn't happen, and that was all she wrote. But it's kind of a capture the hill type thing. You've got to hold the majority of the territories within the map. And look what just popped up in front of me. Hello, Mr. Lynx. Sorry, got a bit distracted there. Yeah, and obviously after a elapsed period of time, whoever controls the majority of the map wins. So, yeah, we lost. And also, going back to what Elliot said, there was a guild on here. I'll, now that quest is done, it now wants me to collect other stuff. Ah, the quest that keeps on giving. So, if I quickly press this and go to the guild thing, if I click on all companies and we click on members, so this shows obviously the guilds we've got on our server. These are our 3 big hitters, if you will, and then you've got Pirates Hub. We are, where are we? Have I gone past us? Have we been overtaken in the night? Because we were above them. Yeah, we're here, so we are on the first page, so we're doing all right. But ultimately, I've just lost trail of thought. That's never a good sign. Yeah, Elliot, can you just say again what you said? I just completely lost trail of thought then. Brain just went.
It was about what happened with Trappers.
Ah, yes, Trappers, and there was another guild that was quite big. They were looking at taking territories. Their guild leader, after basically some of the bigger guilds have been essentially everyone that joins, because was until the last night 3 territories to claim. You could essentially walk into a territory and just pay 100,000 gold. And that territory was yours. You didn't have to fight for it, you just got given it. But it would mean that you then, you know, because you can... I'll explain how to make something go to war in a second. So this guild, they'd made everyone that joined pay a subscription fee, if you will, to their guild. And from there, they pretty much... Guild leader kicked everyone from the guild and took all the money. And walked off with about... I don't know how much, but the fallout in chat last night to say there was some tea. There was some tea. It was pretty spicy. Obviously not a cool thing to do. I'm pretty sure that when the transfers come live, he's going to take the money and just go to another server where people aren't going to know his reputation. And yeah, it's obviously we did pick up a few of their members. Some of them have made a new guild and everything, but speaking to some of the guys that joined us last night from their guild, obviously they're very, as you can imagine, untrusting and wary of a guild. I mean, our setup is a lot of the guilds at the moment are demanding their members to pay. We don't demand that from anyone that's in our guild. We've said that, look, you know, there is the treasury, obviously, which is here. People have donated that. Members can withdraw from it. The reason we've got it set so low at the minute is because we're trying to build that as high as we can to help when we try and get hold of a territory, because there's lots of other micromanagement that goes into owning a territory, like upkeep tax, paying for upgrades, war supplies if needed. So we're just trying to build a healthy balance at the moment. But what we say to people is, hey, like, you're in the guild, all we ask is people be active. We know obviously everyone's got very busy real life situations. I mean, the majority of our guild, I would say, is 25 and over. You know, it's obviously a lot of people with families, careers, but they, you know, they enjoy a bit of gaming and they want an environment where they can, you know, I've got to go away for a business trip or I'm going to be offline for a couple of days. They're not going to get scrutinized for it. And in being like that, we also, you know, say, like, we ask people, feel free to donate, but we're never going to enforce. We're never going to say, oh, if you want to stay in the guild, you must pay us a tax, if you will. You know, essentially that's what it breaks down to. And obviously that's proven quite popular with the community in New World, because I don't think, unless a guild is truly realistically giving you something back, why should you have to pay to be in it? That's kind of my vibe. Like, you know, you join a guild for a community, for people to game with, to talk with, make new friends, etc. You know, you shouldn't have to be charged and scrutinized for you know, being in a guild type thing, and you know, you're not there to pay.
I presume
for
he's
them.
going to have been hit with so many reports yesterday. That guild leader.
I mean, I would assume so. I mean, there was another thing that came out yesterday about the nature of Amazon's banning of people. You can't even call someone an idiot without potentially getting banned at the moment in chat.
Oh shit, really?
And yeah, apparently so. That's what everyone was saying yesterday, and like, I'll say there was a lot worse than idiot said in chat, in global chat and faction chat last night aimed at this guy, which rightly so. You know, what he did was a real shitty thing, and you know, to kind of, yeah, that kind of just gives MMOs a bad name, and it'll, you know, like those people that have been affected by that, they could turn and be like, oh, I'm not playing this again. It could have ruined the whole game for them because of one person's greed and just being an absolute dirtbag.
Yeah.
It's not cool. It's not cool. So yeah, it was spicy last night, to say the least.
I think we got on just as all the Trapper stuff ended.
Yep, it's as far as I know, they've the new guild that's set up, I think, is called ROD. They were quite low on the member rank, but because a lot of them have gone off to Rebirth of the Dead. That's Belfast. He was the guy I was talking to last night. That's the guild that's kind of been born out of Trappers. Because I think that they felt starting their own guild because obviously their trust had been broken. Which I think if I was in their shoes, I'd be very much of the same mindset. You know, you're going to want to stick with who you know and not be so trusting of a larger company at this stage. So, because I was talking to them about maybe joining us, and a few of them did. A few of them obviously went there, which is, you know, to be expected, and we wish them well. Today, I've kind of kept faction chat turned off because it gets quite tiresome listening to people moan about at each other and infighting, because it has caused a lot of infighting. I mean, yeah, great profit though. I mean, yeah, he probably, I think he would have got away with, because they were obviously saying that they were doing it to get a territory, and they were, you know, capped out. There was one guild, I think it was actually, wasn't Trappers demanding everyone that joined had to pay 1,000 gold to join?
Yeah.
So yeah, so if he had 80 members, that's 80,000 gold, you know, so, you know, they were demanding that as well. And there's other things that have been said, but I can't comment on the validity of it, 'cause it's just what's been said in chat, which was essentially they were, you know, inviting people to get them to pay their money and then kicking them again. Surprised people still joined. I think, again, it's an MMO, a lot of people say things. The question about is the controller support, there is controller support. I haven't tried it. Might actually hook my Xbox controller up at some point and see how it fares, but honestly, if I'm on a PC or in this case a gaming laptop, I just prefer keyboard and mouse. It's one of those things. If you've been a PC gamer like I was before I got heavily invested in consoles for the last few years, you can't beat keyboard and mouse in my opinion. It's just it's more comfortable in my mind. But everyone has their own preferences, and I do think it is great for an MMO that's just come out to offer controller support, because it bridges that gap for people that might be moving from wanting to do something away from console, do something different. It's really good in that sense. Which is gravy. So now we've got to collect some cloth from these skeletons. Interesting to see how skeletons have cloth, but that's what the quest wants. That's what the quest will get. Actually, Elliot, one thing that I was actually explaining a few bits about the musket earlier, because I was using one earlier. You're far more of an expert of the musket than me. just for benefit of people, what would you say are the good things about the musket? Put you on the spot here.
It's hard because I've just gone to bow.
Oh, you've actually moved away now to bow.
Yeah, completely.
Okay, right.
Bow, like, I'm hitting 1800 damage headshots
Right.
just as a casual heavy attack.
Wow.
And like, it's like, the thing I like about the musket is it's a musket.
Mm.
But like, Melvin was saying, when it comes, I think it was Melvin, or maybe Grievous, I can't remember. When it comes to PvP, your musket is probably going to be better. Because, like, long range, you don't have to time or, like, think, oh, I've got to shoot this far ahead because travel time. Because it's instant.
Yeah.
Whereas arrow, you've got to think of drop, distance. But just for PvE and everything, I'm loving bow. I might jump on some PvP later. Just to
Yeah,
try
I'm
it.
gonna do some PvP. One in the evening soon when we're doing some PvP. I am gonna stream it as well. So I'll set a event up, I think, on YouTube so people know when it's gonna be. But it'll probably be maybe tomorrow night. What day are we now? We're Tuesday today, aren't we?
Tuesday,
I think.
yeah.
So yeah, probably. So I think tomorrow night might go live with a bit of PvP, maybe a dungeon or two, and see how that goes. Show some people some other stuff.
I think I'm almost ready for the next dungeon. I just need to unlock it. Like, I've got the tier 2 Azov stuff.
Oh, you actually got the tier 2 now. Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah, I've got to go to Brightwood at the moment, but I've kind of stopped for a bit to do some quests around here, level up a bit, because I know Brightwood's meant to be pretty hard.
It's like my favourite area.
Is it? I'm yet to go, so I am looking forward to having a gander over there. Obviously, it's quite. I've been predominantly heavily around Windsward, a little bit of Everfall, and a little bit of First Light. Haven't really ventured. I've been to Ebonscale Reach as well, but not for too much.
I didn't realise we'd got another territory as well.
Yeah, now we're pretty sure. We don't know if these territories that are left, I'm just showing them on stream now, are claimable, because there is no town. There's just outposts.
Oh. No, it's that settlement. In the middle.
So there is settlements there.
Yeah.
The guys that were talking didn't think there was a settlement, because when you, like, where can you
Each
see?
area's got a town.
It says this territory is not claimable when you look at them on the map.
Oh, unless they're planning something in the future.
So that's the kind of thing which we're a little bit like, So that's why at the moment we're building up slowly but
I thought you just
surely.
meant there was no town there in general.
Well, no, I mean, I wasn't sure. I just saw that there was outposts and stuff. But yeah, obviously it says that they're not claimable. I didn't actually spot that earlier when someone was saying to me before I started streaming about it. So I'm also focusing on the hammer at the moment, because I'm very close to getting it to level 11. I've got my axe and hammer at level 11 of a possible 20, and I'm trying to keep them balanced as I level up. At the moment, I do really enjoy them. I'll talk a bit about my build in a second when we're done with this quest, and I'll show some other features, because when we're done, I think I'm going to be heading back to town. Oh, let's go see what's going on over here. Looks like there's a few people here. Let's go and have a look and give them a hand. So these things are kind of like public events. This is why, first off in my stream I was doing one of these, and it didn't go so well. Managed to not die, nearly finished it, but it was a lot harder than some of the other ones that I'd done. and wasn't expecting it. So obviously wait for these to chuck us out some more mobs.
I didn't think we'd see it so early, but the amount of PvP trades going around yesterday.
Yeah, there was a lot of PvP going on yesterday. I mean, we had some pretty good fun outside Windsward, dealing with some undesirables, shall we call them.
Syndicate.
We're trying to... Syndicate, yep. Good at the old Syndicate, we're trying to take our lands, and we were going out there screaming, get off our lawn, which was pretty damn good fun, I have to say. It was also quite funny when there were people trying to stay on the edge of the safe zone and ultimately try and kind of poke their heads out and get away with not doing much and actually getting caught. Managed to actually catch one person who thought they could get away with it, and Axe has a skill which I use in PvP called Gravity Orb, I believe it's called, and it basically makes an orb that does damage. But it also,
Gravity Orb.
it pulls people in. It is a very, very nice skill in PvP. So if someone's trying to run away, you can pretty much say, you're not going anywhere, mate. It's great fun. And that thing is dead. You got more coming? We've got more. Because also with the wars, the corrupted will go to war with you as well, which is what we're fighting here. So if you don't manage these things that pop up in a territory, it will cause a corrupted war to start. If the corrupted attack and you lose, they don't take control of the fort, but they will damage any kind of progress that's been made into upgrading a crafting bench or something of the sort. Which obviously can be, because it takes 24 hours for stuff to upgrade. So obviously which can be quite frustrating. Because you can't craft higher tier stuff if you haven't got the higher tier crafting benches. It's a very... I really like the crafting in this game. It's simple enough, but it's not headache inducing. But I feel it's also in depth enough to feel rewarding and fun. And to kind of encourage people to make use of it. So, I mean, as you guys can see as well, I mean, this has been pretty crazy. A lot of things going on, and this kind of highlights what I was saying about the optimization in the game. You know, we're sitting very comfortably at 30 frames ish, just dipping below now and then. But there we go. Oh, wow, that is a big ugly dude. Never seen one of these before. It looks similar to one of the mobs in the dungeon, actually, but kind of glad I'm not the guy tanking it. I think this has got to be the boss. There we go. Corrupted portal destroyed. What's next? There we go. They are... So then you use your Azov staff, which this good old Marauder, he's one of ours, he's green, he's using. This will go boom. And the world returns to the nice and pretty world that it is. So, and you do get rewards for these as well. Got major breach cache. Let's see what we get. Corrupted shard, corrupted sliver, and some gear, which is nice. These are very handy because you need these to craft. I'll explain more about those in a second, actually, when we go back to town. But they're actually very important. And also, you get, as you quest in an area, kill things in an area, you get experience towards your faction in the area type thing, and also your reputation increases. And every now and then, when you get to certain levels, when you level up as you were, you can choose something that
What was
affects
that
this
helmet?
region only. I'll show you that helmet in a minute. So you've got trading tax, which obviously decreases trading tax. This is XP gain based on quests. I found this to not be that beneficial, if I'm honest. And then obviously you got your storage in the area. I don't do a great deal in First Light, but I'm going to take the storage for now, because having more storage is never a bad thing. As for the helmet that Elliot just said in Discord, that's the wrong button. Still getting used to tab being the bag button in this. It feels very wrong. I'm used to it being the B button, the I button. I'm used to tabs. So this helmet, Defiled Helm of the Assassin, dexterity and intelligence, binds on equip.
I don't think I've seen one of them before.
Yeah, if I could preview the skin, I would, but it's no good for me. Elliot, is it any good for you?
What did you say it was? Dexon.
Dex and intelligent, but it is level 25.
Is it a heavy?
It is heavy.
Oh yeah, no.
No, no good for you. Okay, right. In
Nah,
that
I'm
case,
I only do medium chest and then everything else light.
got it. So we'll do that. So you can now see my helmet, which is the one I'm wearing at the moment. This helmet isn't as good as what I've got on, but for the benefit, let's see what it looks like. That is a very menacing helmet. Kind of getting vibes of, I don't know if anyone remembers that film Pan's Labyrinth with the,
Oh god.
there was that creature that had the eyes in his hands. Can't remember what it was called. Getting kind of that sort of vibes from it, but it's a very cool looking helmet. I do actually like that, but I am questioning how one sees out of it. So let's put that one back on. Light chest piece, concentration and focus, that's no good for me. So we'll break those down to save on weight. And let's go back, let's go and get another croft. That also feels kind of nice because that was one that we tried to do earlier. It was in a different area, but similar thing. And obviously it did get the better of me and leave me having to retreat. So kind of feels nice to get a little bit of vengeance on the corrupted there. Right, drop it, typical. Should be a couple of kills left as well, and maybe one more kill. I get my next level in Warhammer, which will be nice. There we go. Quest is done, which is good. Right. Now, the other thing in this game is fast travel. There is fast travel, but you can only fast travel from certain points. There are these shrines that you can find that look kind of, but you can just see the icon there, which you can teleport to, or if you're in a town you can teleport. Can recall to home, but where my home isn't where this quest handing is. So we're going to, I'm just going to hide my helmet because I cannot stand how that one looks. We're going to take a quick run back over here. Let's check this weapon. Slap a few things on the way. It goes pew pew. Just saw that on chat. Yep, the musket does indeed go pew pew. But then again, does a bow go pew pew? I mean, is it the same kind of thing? I mean, I have to admit, I do prefer the idea of a bow. But yeah, I haven't tried one out too much at the moment. So let's have a look what we're going to do. What skill am I going to go for here? Let's have a look. What's that? Expand shockwave. That's tempting. Increase armor breaker damage 15%.
I was saying to Luke, that I really hope with skins and stuff they stop going for these like extravagant, bright, bloody colours.
Oh, what do you mean? Sorry, like with how
Because
vibrant
like if
the
you
world
look at all
is?
the Twitch drop skins, they're all like
Oh,
bright pink and
I'll show the
purple
store
and-
in a second. I'll have a look. I haven't actually paid much attention to the skin. I've been meteorite crater art. I actually think that's going to be more beneficial. So let's quickly go to the store. So, okay, so consumables is you've just got dyes. Obviously, you've got emotes. Very rude of you, Mr. Skeleton. We'll pay for that. Right, let's just move somewhere a little bit safer. A bit of mountain goating never hurt no one. Okay, let's try that again. So, obviously, yeah, we got to emotes, didn't we? So, emotes, you've got, obviously, you can see what they are. And you've got armor skins. That's one, which, again, it's, yeah, I mean, I see what you mean about the vibrantness. It's,
I really
it's
want
the
the,
ages set.
the
I know
is it
someone
the
in Guild.
bloodthirsty one.
I know someone in Guild who's got Righteous Guardian. That is quite a nice skin. I think the skins are dyeable as well, aren't they?
I hope so.
Yeah, I'd like to think so. That one kind of looks like he was, I don't know, kind of looks like Long John's vest, and like he's just kind of jumped up in the middle of the night to scare off some invaders and grabbed his warhammer. Runic Bear, very Skyrim feels with this one, I think.
I like the waistcoat one, the black and red.
Um,
Oh, it's not in there though. It's only in the. Do you know the where you look at to change your skin?
yeah.
Like I don't see it on the store anywhere. I'm kind of hoping it's going to be like a Halloween skin.
Let's have a look at that in a minute. And then you've got your weapon skins as well. Obviously, Destroy Hammer, which is actually quite a nice skin. Let's have a look at the Fenrir's Fury Axe. It's got a very Gimli style from Lord of the Rings, that. Another hammer, twin wolves. It's got two wolf heads on either end by the look of it. Other staffs.
That was scary as hell.
What was that? What was that?
It was Luke.
Oh, has Luke snuck into the chat, has he?
That gave me a heart attack.
I thought I heard someone giggling in the background. Hello, Luke. Oh no. Where did Luke go?
He did jump. It was Luke, wasn't it?
I don't know. I didn't hear anyone join on Discord. I didn't hear a ping.
Oh, if you're streaming, it'll be streamer mode.
Ah, okay. Scary. I did hear someone though.
Oh yeah, well Luke, he's just asking if I want to do some league.
Huh?
It was Luke. He was just asking if I want to do some league.
Ah, fair enough. Good old League of Legends. I haven't played that in a long time. So right, which was the skin you were saying about, by the way? Let's have a look. Was it a chest piece skin, was it?
Yeah. It was somewhat waistcoat. It's like black and red.
Yeah, I found it. Yeah, that is quite nice, actually.
And you get a top hat with it.
You actually get a top hat with it.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I thought some skins could be coming. Cool. Serious, James is serious. Thanks very much, Luke. Yep, I've been very much engrossed and doing stuff. If you want to see something funny, check out the start of the stream. If you want to see severe concentration, have a look at the start of the stream. That was there was some real intense concentration going on there. That's one thing I can say.
Done.
Another thing that's quite funny at the moment in this game is there is no swimming, but you can walk underwater. Swimming is going to be coming. They didn't get round to adding it in. It's rather amusing at the moment. I mean, I would suspect someone that was carrying a great hammer underwater would have pretty good ability to keep their feet rooted. But I will demonstrate shortly. Tell you what, instead of running back, I will demonstrate the fast travel feature, because it's going to be a lot simpler and a lot easier than you guys just watching me run back. So we'll do a quick recall back to where I'm at, and then I can fast travel down to where my quest is.
Right, I'm gonna go see what call Luke's in.
Okay, no worries. I'll catch up with you a bit later, Elliot.
Oh, speak to you in a bit.
Take care, mate. So right, so this is going to take us to Wynn's Ward, which is kind of where I'm mostly set up at the moment. I've got my storage, haven't bought a house yet, but I'm going to look into doing that at some point. So this is the hamlet town of Wynn's Ward. Got our crafting benches. I will show briefly some of them. These are some of ours here are only tier 3 at the moment, which isn't ideal. So you've got your crafting menus, pretty standard, and such. We can make some gunpowder, always worth making. Do need to make some potions after what happened earlier. Let's make that. Right. This is one of the faction guys as well. He's for the Syndicate, who obviously I'm Marauder we don't like, but obviously they're in every town, so you can get PvP missions and stuff, etc. This is not good. Missing the one thing needed to make potions, which is water. So luckily there is a well nearby. Go and pay a quick visit to that. And I can restock on potions quickly. Let's see if we can get through here. There we go. Gotta love little back alley shortcuts. Okay. So get some water. Gave them 20. That'll do for the minute. You can get water just in any stream or pond, but saves me having to venture forth out of town, which is good. This is what the shrines look like as well. It's kind of literally there's just one in town. They're a little bit bigger, a little bit grander, but you find these out in the wild, and if you get to one of them you can fast travel from them back to the towns or anywhere you've previously visited, other shrines, etc. So common health potion. Let's go. Hey, we made a bonus one. That's always good. Okay, got no more of them. Can't make any regenerations, but I'll take what I just made. Put them there. I've got some weak ones as well. We'll equip them as well. Brings my weight down a bit. Okay, sheath that. So, basically, I'll just touch on quickly. Here's more of the crafting areas. Got a loom. And obviously, you've got your outfitter's station. Actually, make some steel later. Make more of them. But I'll just quickly. So, with wars, as I was saying, there's been a bit of talk about the wars today. So, in order to take an area, you've got the influence here. At the moment you can see it's 100% green, which is good. This is healthy. means that no one can declare on us. But you'll get enemies that will come in and invade the fort. They can do this at any time of the day, and also they will start doing missions from this settlement for their faction. And it will, if we can see, is there an area that's got, here we go, this is a perfect example. If we click on here, so obviously Marauders and Syndicate are both doing missions here. So if they get that to 100%, it will then destabilize the area. Once that's done, they can declare war. So they can obviously do this by taking hold of the fort. The moment Covenant have taken it back, but there looks to be a bit of an effort going in there to destabilize that. And here's where you see incoming invasion. Now this one is just corruption war, because you can see all the red, that shows the corruption. So it says the invasion. You have to be level 50 to sign it up, and it says it starts in 3 hours. You normally get a day's notice of when it's going to start. So yeah, that's kind of the war system. So it's constantly balance of power shifting and stuff, which is very cool. It's a nice little touch. Okay, now let's head down and turn this quest in. So fast travel, and also to fast travel you need this resource called Azov. Because my faction controls there, you get discount. It shows you how it's worked out there. Also, how much you weigh affects how much it costs. So if you're transporting goods to and from an area, it will charge different amounts and it will be more expensive. So we'll travel down here for now. Turn this quest in. Okay, here we are. Let's go and find this guy to talk to. Get our reward for getting rid of those pesky skeletons and those lynxes. Right. Just got to work out where he is. No, he's down there. Okay, yep, we'll fall off the boat. Pretty sure they're going to increase how much fall damage does at some point, because it's very low at the moment. It's a little bit low level. There we go. Added that to my inventory. It'll be something to salvage, I'm sure. There's a bow. There we go. Oh, didn't mean to do that. We wanted to do that. Okay. That person's over there as well. Whee. Again, don't see anyone carrying a Warhammer surviving that full. Unless they've got bionic legs. So...
To return from Serco, goodness me. They believe the ancients knew a way that they could break through the corruption.
That's that quest, aren't it? Okay, right.
Might even be the key.
What we'll do now, I'll just quickly round this video off. Head to an NPC. I will do some videos where I focus more on like PvP and stuff like that, and other elements as well, etc. And to give people kind of a broad spread, I'm just going to quickly show the faction board for Marauders, just as a little outro. Also, if there's any elements of the game people want to see, feel free to leave a message on the community board, etc. And I'll be more than happy to try and make that happen and get that out there. So this guy, obviously, open the faction board. You've got PvE based and PvP. Obviously, you have to have your PvP mode turned on to accept them. Buy rewards. You can see there, I'm Gladiator rank at the moment, so with the right faction tokens, you can obviously buy some pretty nice gear. I actually last night got the Gladiator and I actually bought the chest piece, which I am currently modelling. So anyways, on that note, gonna say cheerio for now and hope to see you all again soon. And next time we will look at doing some PvP and some maybe some dungeons. So, take care everyone. See you soon.